Hello people, Cretaceous Breaks here, and today I'm gonna do a short review of my Spinosaurus Repaint, the most riskiest custom I've ever done. Because it is my one-time deal and I don't want to mess it up, so I try my best to not mess it up. So let's take a closer look. Now right here, I try to make sure to have the paint to make sure not be too blobby or too thick that I will actually lose some details, and I try to thin it as best as I can. And I say I do like how the head works, and the story of it is that the unfortunate I got a bit messed up, and then I had to try to paint the slit right here, which I think does look really nice, I think. And right here I tried to fill up the yellow of the teeth right here, but some of the red did come in. I try to clean up as best I can, but I honestly quite do like a little bit of that red on the teeth. Makes it look like some kind of dry blood got stuck on this yellowish teeth. Same for the other side. I decided to just also try to paint the eye to have a slit a bit of longer. You can definitely tell that the sides here are asymmetrical, and I tried to make it look like it's something like a toy rather than making a very realistic paint work. And also I really like how the result looks right here, and with the darker eye socket it does make the eye pop. Like right, hold on, the camera. Like right here it does. There's definitely some paints that might be a bit sloppy, and you can still open the mouth very wide. And one thing is that it doesn't hinder the paint, and it doesn't scratch out from the mouth, which is a very good thing. Although I do say the way they designed the jaw, which makes it hard for me to try to use the Raptor Axle's inspiration for the patterning for the bottom jaw. But I say it's still pretty good. I tried to make sure to make a very thin paint to try to make the white patterning, and it turns out pretty alright. Even though it's definitely not like very watery, like I said, I tried to make it look a bit like a toy, and then I dry brush it the whole thing white, even the bottom feet some red. Because for what I've seen, the Jurassic Park 3 Spino does have a bit like those crab. They look like crab meat color, but I just don't have the right. I just don't have the right colors to mix it to make a perfect match. So yeah, and I do like the gray base right here, so I just keep it as it is. Just need to touch up with some paints right here, and I also add more red to the tail right here, and a bit of that white here. I never bothered to paint the joints because I don't want later like to hinder to just like have some paint to be peeled off, and it's just not really work out. I just don't want to risk it. And then right here might be the hardest to try to make it look natural for the paintwork right here. I did try my best to make it thin and make it look like it does blend in with the body. Same with the other side. There's a white striping right here and a bit of a dry brush in the back. And then the sail, I tried my hardest to make sure there's like try to fix a little bit of that the damage that over time before I super glue it to that just keeps falling on the sail before I super glue the legs, as it to be Pacific. And I tried to use the blue patterning as best I can, but I can't. But I don't have the steadiest hand, so I used the poster colors to add the blue, but I could not outline it because it's gonna be a very big challenge. But I do like how the yellow turned out to transition looks like. Same for the other side for what I've tried for the blue patterns on it. And I know they look like diamonds and they're supposed to be asymmetrical, but like I said, I try to make it feel like it's like a toy, like how Takara Tomy would do it, because I don't think there will be any companies that will make the Spinosaurus to be that like Raptor Exo, where he looks in very in-depth details of it. So yeah. Anyways, I do really like how his head the best looks with the rest of the body, even though I do think there's some improvements I could have done, or just want to ask someone for help, but I don't know where to find these people that could help me to be a very like outstanding repaint of it, but this is the best I could do. So yeah, and I do think this one is definitely slightly better than my bootleg Purple Spino, because that one is a very old one and old repaint. Then I'll suddenly grow the skills and try to paint the spines, which I think the spine is the best part. So yeah, anyway, for more Cretaceous Breaks video, leave a like, comment, and thanks for watching.